بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد هذا ما رواه الإمام أبو جعفر الطحاوي في ذكر بيان اعتقاد أهل السنة والجماعة. This is narrated by Imam Abu Jafar al-Tahawi into the explanation of aqaid, fundamental beliefs of Ahlus Sunnati wal Jama'ah ala madhhabi fuqaha al-millati Abi Hanifah al-Nu'man ibn Thabit al-Kufi wa Abi Yusuf Yaqub ibn Ibrahim al-Ansari wa Abi Abdullah Muhammad ibn al-Hasan al-Shaybani ridwanullahi ta'ala alayhim ajma'in wa ma ya'taqiduna min usul ad-din wa yadinuna bihi li rabbil alamin. And it is in accordance with the school of thought of the fuqaha of this ummah, especially Abu Hanifa al-Nu'man ibn Thabit al-Kufi and Abu Yusuf Yaqub ibn Ibrahim al-Ansari and Abu Abdullah Muhammad ibn al-Hasan al-Shaybani. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala become pleased with all of them. Whatever they used to believe from the fundamentals of the deen, and with those beliefs and i'tiqad they used to submit to the Rabbul Alameen, they will be mentioned here. Imam al-Tahawi rahmatullah alayhi says, قال الإمام وبه قال الإمامان المذكوران رحمهم الله تعالى. Imam al-Tahawi and Imam Abu Hanifa and Imam Abu Yusuf and Imam Muhammad rahmatullah alayhi, they said, نقول في توحيد الله تعالى معتقدين بتوفيق الله تعالى. We are saying into the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, firmly believing with the tawfiq of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inna Allah ta'ala wahidun la sharika lah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is one. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has no partner. And meaning of one, that He has no partner, wala shay'a mithlahu, nothing is similar to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wala shay'a yu'jizuhu, no one can compel Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wala ilaha ghayruhu, none is worthy of worship beside Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, qadeemun bila ibtida, such eternal that there is no beginning of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, daimun bila intiha, such eternal that there will be no end of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, la yafni wala yabid, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not end, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not perish, wala yakunu illa ma yurid, nothing happens except what Allah wants. Nothing happens except what Allah wants. La tablughuhu al-awham wa la tudrikuhu al-afham. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when it comes to our belief, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's reality cannot be discovered. La tablughuhu al-awham wa la tudrikuhu al-afham. To the reality of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our imagination cannot reach, and our understanding cannot grasp the reality of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَلَا تُشْبِهُهُ الْأَنَامِ. And from the creatures of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, nothing resembles Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nothing is like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. حَيٌّ لَا يَمُوتُ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is such living that He will have no death. قَيُّومٌ لَا يَنَامُ. He is the controller of the whole universe, never sleeps. خَالِقٌ بِلَا حَاجَةٍ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He has created His creation and He is not in need of His creation. رَازِقٌ لَهُمْ بِلَا مُؤْنَةٍ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sustains them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala nourishes them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala nurtures them with no difficulty. مُمِيتٌ بِلَا مَخَافَةٍ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is the giver of death with no fear. Giver of death with no fear. Inshallah, we'll continue into the Aqidah al-Tahawiyyah. Recently, few weeks ago, we had one of the great commentator of Aqidah al-Tahawiyyah of our time. Great commentator of Aqidah al-Tahawiyyah of our time, Hazrat Maulana Mufti Razaul Haq Sahab Damat Barakatuh. Hazrat Maulana Mufti Razaul Haq Sahab Damat Barakatuh, who first, after Zuhar, he completed Bukhari Sharif for Medina Academy in our masjid. And then after Zuhar, he was invited by Muhammad Akuji. So when we came out from the house, just from the door to the car, to the car, when it comes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's attributes, when it comes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's qualities, when it comes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's sifat, when it comes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's names, he just said 6 words. We are not going to go into the detail, but he just said 6 words, and I was wondering, I was marveling, I was admiring. That is the ilm. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us that type of ilm. Ilm of heart. Bal huwa ayatun bayyinatun fi suduril ladhina utul ilm. The real ilm is not into the software. It is into this software. This is real software. This is Allah-made software. And this is man-made software. Since human became so engrossed, so drowned into the man-made software, then Allah-made software became affected. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. That is what, I am giving example. Allah-made software. I just asked about qualities of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it is very lengthy discussion. Very deep discussion, They say, ulama said, very difficult discussion. When we go through Aqidah al-Tahawiyyah here, I just try to translate, nothing else. Just try to translate. Very deep discussion. I was wondering, in 6 words, he just said, Mu'attila, Mujassima, Mu'awwila, Mufawwida, Munazziha, and Tajalliyat. These 6 words he said, and he did condense the whole debate of attributes. He did condense the whole debate of attributes. He did condense whole debates of sifat and qualities of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preserve him. We were going to Masjid Noor after Maghrib. There was a program, and I think it was Salim Bhai Leher. May Allah reward him. I saw that room into Masjid Noor for the first time. I don't know from when it was constructed. So Hazrat was taken in that room for privacy. So may Allah reward Salim Bhai. He gave me and my son, Muhammad Yahya, access into that room. And I remember our Hazrat Allama Khalid Mahmud Sahib Rahmatullah Alayhi, some years ago, I was going to South Africa. So he said, if you see Mufti Razaul Haq Sahib, Damat Barakatuhum, that in this topic you must have discussion with him. So I was looking for an opportunity. So I posed those very crucial questions to him. That's why I was saying that may Allah reward Salim Bhai Leher. He was not giving access to anybody, and he gave me access. We went into, and immediately I started, requesting my questions, and he gave answer for that also. And then I was wondering, years ago, I think it was 2010, Hanif Bhai and myself and our late brother-in-law, Marhum Sajid and Abdul Aziz Bhatia from Lenasia, and I think Maulana Qari Muhammad's brother, Hafiz Abrar from Lens, he was also present. We planned that Hazrat Mufti Razaul Haq Sahib, he has his majlis after Fajr on every Sunday. So we made muzakara among the friends that, if you go to pious person, and we came to know that first he give you breakfast and then majlis takes place. So we were talking that, when you have an opportunity to eat from the pious person, and make the most of it. Because that pure, full of piety food, as I have said many times, that our Sheikh Yunus Sahib Rahmatullah Alayhi used to say, that Sheikh Zakaria Rahmatullah Alayhi's Dastarkhan, people who used to eat from his Dastarkhan, nisbat used to be transferred into the hearts of eaters. And we find Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu ta'ala anhu narrates, that food used to come into the khidmat of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he said, we Sahaba, we used to hear tasbih from the food. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we made muzakara amongst the friends that make the most of it. We sat down, and Hazrat sat down with me, Hazrat Mufti Razaul Haq Sahib, and he was fasting. I couldn't eat because he was fasting. Now, after years you learn a sabak, you learn a lesson that, there are three things. If you're facing any difficulty, and if you want to remove that difficulty, then constant du'as. If you want to remain healthy, then constant sadaqats. And if you want ilm, Mufti Razaul Haq Sahab, ilm runs into his family from centuries. From centuries. Someone said 500 years, someone said 600, 700, 800 years. Great ulamas in his family. And on this earth, no one becomes eternal except those who are connected to Quran and Sunnah. We're mentioning Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu ta'ala. So ilm, where ilm comes, where this utensil is pure and park, clean and neat. Your heart is pure, clean and neat, park. And they said that if you want to give purity to your internal being, then have excessive nafal fasting. So now we realize today that, may Allah give us tawfiq, that we also start fasting, nafal fast. Mufti Razaul Haq Sahab, every Sunday majlis day, he fasts. And person who is fasting, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala purify his heart. And this heart, when it is pure, clean and park, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pours ilm into that heart. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq. So this is about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's Allah's names and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's qualities. Inshallah, we'll continue about Aqidah al-Tahawiyyah every Monday, and inshallah we'll try to go through Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's names and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's sifats and qualities. They are countless. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's reality, no one can discover. If we have to say in simple, phrases, then we can say that we are unable to discover Allah's reality. That is our discovery. If someone wants to find out from you that what did you discover about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we say that when it comes to Allah's zat, when it comes to Allah's reality, then I am totally unable to discover Him. That is my discovery. To know the reality of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, my ilm cannot reach to that reality of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is my ilm. That is my knowledge. That is my understanding. That is what we read, that our imagination cannot reach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And our intelligence cannot grasp the whole reality of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us such that we have that bondship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through Quran and Sunnah, through authentic understanding of Quran and Sunnah. When it comes to sifat, the bahas, the debate is very, very long. That is what I asked Hazrat Mufti Razaul Haq Sahab, that when it comes to Shah Waliullah rahmatullah alayh, he used to say that all the sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will fall into the category of mutashabihat. La ya'lamu ta'wilahu illa Allah. The real explanation of it, only Allah knows. That is the simple definition of mutashabihat. That real definition, real meaning, real interpretation, real explanation only known by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says into the ayat, وَالرَّاسِخُونَ فِي الْعِلْمِ يَقُولُونَ آمَنَّا بِهِ. And those who have firm knowledge, they said, we brought iman onto all these types of mutashabihat. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the ilm of mutashabihat also, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the ilm of muhkamat also. There are, Quran has divided whole Quran into two categories, either muhkamat or either mutashabihat. Muhkamat, they are the fundamentals, they are crystal clear explanation of Quran by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And mutashabihat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kept its real ilm secret by Himself to test us. That whatever does not fall into your grasp, then you must have submission. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the reality of the ilm, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us firmness into the Tawheed-e-Zat, Tawheedul Asma'i was Sifat. Into the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we believe about the Tawheed. Into the Sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we believe about the Tawheed. Into the Zat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we believe into His Tawheed-e-Zat. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us firm iman, especially when we are dying. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya awwal al-awwaleen, Ya akhir al-akhirin, Ya rahim al-masakin, Ya dhal quwwati al-mateen, Ya dhal manni fala yubannu alayk, Ya dhal tawul, Ya dhal jalali wal ikram. La ilaha illa ant, زهر الللاجئين وجأر المستجيرين ومأمن الخائفين يا مأمن الخائفين يا مأمن الخائفين إن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب أشقياء فامحو عنا اسم الشقاء وإن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب مقطرا علينا أرزاقنا فامحو تخطير رزقنا وحرمان رزقنا واكتبنا وأثبتنا عندك سعداء ووفقنا الخير فإنك تقول في كتابك يمحو الله ما يشاء ويثبت وعنده الكتاب. اللهم إنا نسألك فعل الخيرات وترك المنكرات وحب المساكين وأن تغفر لنا وترحمنا فإذا أردت بقوم فتنة فتوفنا غير مفتونين غير مفتونين غير خزايا ولا ندامى ولا مفتونين. اللهم ارزقنا حبك وحب من يحبك وحب عمل يقربنا إلى حبك. اللهم إنا نسألك علما نافعا ورزقا واسعا وعملا متقبلا وشفاء من كل داء. اللهم اقسم لنا من خشيتك ما تحول به بيننا وبين معاصيك ومن طاعتك ما تبلغنا به جنتك ومن اليقين ما تهون به علينا مصائب الدنيا. اللهم متعنا بأسماعنا وأبصارنا وقواتنا أبدا ما أبقيتنا. اللهم اجعله الوارث منا واجعل ثأرنا على من ظلمنا وانصرنا على من عادانا ولا تسلط علينا من لا يرحمنا ولا يخافك فينا. اللهم اجعلنا صغيرا في أعيننا وكبيرا في أعين الناس. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. اللهم ارزقنا حبك وحب حبيبك صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم هم أصلنا ووصلنا وإليهم يحن قلوبنا وطال إليهم شوقنا فاقبض إليهم أرواحنا. اللهم ارزقنا شهادة في سبيلك واجعل موتنا ببلد رسولك صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم ثبتنا على الإيمان وأمتنا على الإيمان واهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم من النبيين والصديقين والشهداء والصالحين. اللهم أحسن عاقبتنا في الأمور كلها وأجرنا من خزي الدنيا وعذاب القبر وعذاب الآخرة. اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم ربنا اغفر لنا ولإخواننا الذين سبقونا بالإيمان ولا تجعل في قلوبنا غلا للذين آمنوا ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم. اللهم إني أتخذ عندك عهدا لن تخلفنيه فإنما أنا بشر فأيما مؤمن آذيته أو لعنته فاجعلها له صلاة وزكاة وقربة تقربه بها إليك. اللهم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا وحبيبنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمته.